Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Yellowstone proves Beth is the true successor of the Beth Dutton family member. There is a hidden detail deep in the folds of the Yellowstone universe that proves Beth is the successor of the best Dutton ever to walk Montana. Each Dutton family member has unique strengths. However, the cast of 1883, which comprises the earliest clan members, has particularly robust personalities forged by the rapidly changing world in which they existed. Yellowstone screenwriter Taylor Sheridan's 1883 prequel tells the story of the Dutton family as they traverse from Texas to Montana on a variant of the Oregon Trail. The journey of the wagon train is doubtlessly one of the most enthralling Yellowstone stories, and that's in large part due to its characters. Elsa Dutton narrates the sage while traveling with her parents, James and Margaret, and her little brother, John. Elsa tells the complicated expansion story of the American West from a coming-of-age perspective, with her journey anchoring its events. While Elsa dies young, her shocking Yellowstone death is responsible for the family settling in Montana, and she remains one of the most outstanding characters in the franchise. A female Dutton has yet to pick up Elsa's cowboying legacy, but a modern Dutton shares her perspective on life, which is just as unique. We know a fair amount about how Elsa processes the world because the 1883 episodes begin and end with Elsa's narration. At the end of 1883 episode 7, Lightning Yellow Hair, she closes the outing by saying, regarding her mother, "I didn't have the heart to tell her there is no heaven to go to, because we're in it already. We're in hell too. They coexist, right beside each other, and God is the land." Likewise, Beth Dutton has a unique perspective on the Montana land her family occupies and her place in it. When drinking on the roof of the Dutton family lodge in Yellowstone Season 2, Episode 7, Resurrection, the future husband and wife square up their world views. Beth tells Rip, "I think heaven's right here. So's hell. One person can be walking the clouds right next to someone enduring eternal damnation, and God is the land." The similar comments between Beth and Elsa represent how wisdom can be passed down from generation to generation, whether we realize it or not. When looking at the Dutton family tree in Yellowstone, Elsa Dutton is like Beth's great-great-aunt, give or take. Elsa's brothers, John Dutton I and Spencer, from the 1923 prequel, continue the family tree after Elsa died in 1883. Her brother John, who is just 5 years old on the Oregon Trail, grows up and marries Emma Dutton, and they have a son named Jack, who also stars in 1923. Jack or Spencer is the father of John Dutton II, Beth's grandfather, making Elsa Beth's distant aunt. Sadly, Elsa dies before she can have children of her own. Elsa is one of the best characters in the Yellowstone franchise. None of the 1923 characters could quite replace her fearlessness. Still, Beth embodies Elsa's worldview in many ways, making the modern-day Dutton her ancestors' spiritual successor. The statements suggest that both women had a profound connection to the land, which was, in a way, their religion. While the characters never had the chance to meet one another, Beth and Elsa's perspectives resonate beautifully and cap the beginning and end of the family's time on the land within the Yellowstone franchise. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage? Click below to sign up for our weekly Network TV newsletter. Make sure to check Network TV in your preferences and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series. For 5 gripping seasons, Yellowstone has painted a portrait of power, legacy, and the brutal cost of maintaining both. And through every twist, betrayal, and act of vengeance, one truth has emerged. Beth Dutton is the true successor to the greatest Dutton family member. But what makes her the heir apparent? Why does she, more than any of her siblings, embody the spirit, the cunning, and the indomitable will that defines the best of the Dutton lineage? To answer this, we must first determine who the best Dutton truly is. John Dutton, i.e., the patriarch, has spent his entire life fighting for the ranch, sacrificing everything, including his relationship with his children. His resilience and principles make him a formidable leader, but his inability to adapt to modern threats has left him vulnerable. Then there's Lee, the eldest son, whose unwavering loyalty to the ranch ultimately cost him his life, proving that devotion alone is not enough. Jamie, intelligent but spineless, is an outcast who betrays more than he builds. And then there's Case, the prodigal son, torn between his family and his own desires, never fully committing to the dynasty. Beth, however, is different. From the moment she stepped onto the screen, she was a hurricane of fury, brilliance, and unrelenting ambition. Unlike her father, she understands that power isn't just about holding land, it's about controlling the forces that seek to take it. Unlike her brothers, she has no illusions about the world's cruelty. She doesn't just fight for the ranch, she annihilates threats before they can even become one. This ability to think ahead, to wage war in the boardroom as effectively as on the ranch, makes her the most effective guardian of the Dutton legacy. What separates Beth from the rest is her understanding of power. She knows that in today's world, real power isn't just about holding land, but ensuring that no one else can take it. While John Dutton fights with cattle and fences, Beth fights with finance and politics. She dismantles market equities with nothing but a ruthless mind and a few strategic moves. Her scorched earth tactics, while brutal, are necessary in a world where hesitation means defeat. Beth's relationship with Rip Wheeler further cements her place as the truest Dutton heir. The Duttons have always been defined by their partnerships, strong, unyielding bonds that hold their empire together. John had Evelyn, but her loss left a void that made him colder, more isolated. Case has Monica, but their relationship often pulls him away from the ranch rather than fortifying his place in it. Jamie's relationships are transactional, built on manipulation and self-interest. Beth and Rip, however, represent the raw, unbreakable love that mirrors the heart of Yellowstone itself. Rip is her anchor, her warrior, and her equal. Together, they embody the resilience and passion that make the Dutton name formidable. Moreover, Beth's scars, both emotional and physical, serve as proof of her worthiness. She has suffered more than any other Dutton, yet she never breaks. Her mother blamed her for her death, her father struggled to love her the way she needed, and Jamie committed an unforgivable betrayal by taking away her ability to have children. Any one of these traumas could have shattered a lesser person, but Beth turned each into fuel for her fire. If pain is the price of power, Beth has paid in full. Her ability to see the long game also makes her the best successor. She doesn't just react, she strategizes. When market equities threatens the ranch, she doesn't just fight back, she infiltrates, manipulates, and destroys from within. When Jamie turns on the family, she ensures that he is forever under her control. While John is still fighting battles like an old-school cowboy, Beth is waging wars in ways he never could. Even her vices, her drinking, her recklessness, are not weaknesses. They are the marks of someone who has seen the abyss and refuses to fall into it. Unlike Jamie, who drowns in self-pity, or Case, who runs from his destiny, Beth faces her demons head-on and bends them to her will. In the end, Yellowstone is not just about land, it's about legacy. It's about who has the strength, the intelligence, and the unyielding will to ensure that the Dutton name endures. John may be the patriarch, but Beth is the future. She is not just the best Dutton. She is the only one capable of ensuring that their empire survives in a world determined to destroy it. And that is why she is the true successor of the greatest Dutton family member.